Well, and I have one good story to tell too about, obviously the Sammy Hagar story. So, there's a story there that was kind of funny.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell it now, or you want to
tell it now? I mean, we're in the first hour here, so we're a few minutes away from a break. So go for it.
All right. Well, I obviously went out and saw Sammy Hagar in the Circle on Sunday, and it's Sammy and Michael Anthony and Jason Bonham and Vic Johnson. That's who makes up the Circle.
Okay.
And the show is a combination of Van Halen tunes, the Van Halen tunes that are Sammy's.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Led Zeppelin. They play one Led Zeppelin tune. And some of Sammy's solo stuff and a little Montrose. It's like Sammy's career, more or less. It was a great show. I'm not going to get into a whole thing about, well, they played this and that and whatever. They played enough Van Halen songs to make everybody happy, and then they played, what you would expect. I Can't Drive 55, and they played Right Now, and they played Why Can't This Be Love, blah blah blah. They played the right songs, and that was fine. But the funny story has to do with the seating. So I got my seats from my friend Randy Earhart, who, thank you so much, Randy, because they were really pretty good seats. And as you remember, I was telling you the tickets were $189 a piece. So Randy got us 4 tickets for $60 a piece, which was just nice price. So our tickets we were section 6, I think, either 4 or 6, and we were seats 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you would think that's right on the end, right? Well, it wasn't. It ended up being the first row, which was nice, or the second row. But what it was the way they have this set up. You know how you have the aisle that you would go up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The aisle that you would go up, instead of being where it normally sits for every other concert I've ever been to in my life, where you go up it and then the first seat next to you is seat 1 of the row.
Right.
It was in between for the first couple of rows. So we didn't know this going in, and we thought we had the first 4 seats. Well, when we get to our seats, it was 1 and 2, then the walkway, and then 3 and 4.
Okay.
And
so it was split.
Yeah. So it was split.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to get into our seats, it was me, John, and Stephanie. It was supposed to be Kelly, but she bailed last second. She bailed out on the show. So I was like, okay, cool. Fat guy gets an extra seat. Awesome deal. I like it. So we go to get to our seats, and instead of being 1, 2, 3, and 4, where we could have gone 1, a space, 3, and 4, and that would have been good. It was 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, split up.
Okay.
And when we got there was a guy sitting in seat 1. And I was like, so then you come up with the problem. Do you tell the guy to beat it? What do you tell him? I mean, it's your seat, but he's not really hurting anything. The show hadn't started.
Right.
Whatever. And I didn't want to be a total dick about it. I did not want to be a dick and say, hey, pal, this is my seat that's not being used. Scram.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a dick about it. So
right. You could have said, the reason I bought 2 seats is because I don't want to sit next to anyone.
Because I'm a big fat slug. That's why I have the seat. But I didn't. I pussed out, to be honest.
Right.
And so I sit down and he's sitting down. And about 10 minutes in, I was like, all right, I got to figure out how to get this fucking guy out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to the guy, I looked at the guy and I said, hey, just so you know, my girlfriend's going to be coming over here eventually.
Right.
So when she comes, you're going to have to move. And that was with the thought of, okay, well, he'll just disappear here in the next minute or two.
Sure.
He'll get up and he'll move away, and then I don't have to be a total fucking asshole, you know.
All
But
right.
so then the show starts, okay?
Yeah.
The show starts, everybody stands up. Any show, right? The show is started, and it's happening. He's standing up, I'm standing up. But he's not moving away from the thing. And he didn't have to step down any. He was standing on the floor, because row B is like the first row of seats, like off of the floor itself. So if you stand up, you're actually standing on the floor. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
Okay. So he's standing there, and I'm standing there, and the music's playing, but he's not going anywhere. And I'm like, son of a bitch, this guy's gonna call me out for being a lying fucking faggot.
Yeah.
So Billy comes over. Billy was playing the other room after Sammy ended. So Billy comes walking over, and I grabbed Billy and I said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And Billy comes over and he stands next to me and this guy.
Yeah.
The guy looks at me like, "Look at this fucking homo."
That's your girlfriend?
My girlfriend. and I didn't even let on to it. I just was like, "Hey, what's up?" You know?
Yeah.
Glad you made it, you know. And I'm totally saying things like that too, not like, "Hey, you know, what do you think?" Or I'm like, "Hey, glad you made it." Like, "Hey, my girlfriend made it."
Yeah, there you go.
And the guy just gave me this look of absolute horror.
Right.
And just fucking walked away.
And then you should have started raising a fuss and started calling bigot, homophobe. Don't you know it's Pride Month?
Yeah,
What's
no
wrong
kidding.
with you?